Hey there guys, we're taking a look at PUBG Battlegrounds running on the AMD Ryzen 5 5500U. Now this is currently running at 1080p with the lowest possible settings you can see on the screen right here. I gotta say, they've definitely improved the performance of this game over the years. I remember when it first launched that it was pretty much unplayable on a lot of systems, though it's still not performing great here. Those 1% lows are a little misleading because it's mostly from the drop down where the performance really took a nosedive once we got close to the ground, but things have leveled off now and the performance is passable like this. You can definitely get away with playing like this. It's not going to be the greatest experience, but I get the feeling that most of the people that are playing this game aren't exactly playing it at a very high refresh rate anyway. It's almost crazy to me how popular this game is considering how heavy it also is. Overall, I gotta say though that the performance here is a lot better than what I was actually expecting it to be, though it still left a little bit to be desired, mostly just in the 1% lows where there would be the occasional stutter here and there, but it is pretty playable for the most part. And I get the feeling that if we could fix our RAM limitations here, we could probably squeeze out some better 1% lows. Of course, if you do want higher FPS than this, you can start to drop the resolution down. At 720p, we mostly just see an improvement in the 1% lows. Averages actually don't see as much of an uplift, but that improvement to the 1% lows is pretty welcome considering the fact that we're no longer getting any major freezes or stutters. The biggest issue now though is the fact that seeing anything is almost impossible because the resolution is just dropped so dramatically that seeing enemies far away becomes quite the hassle. So this is one of those games where you might just be better off playing it at 1080p even if you're getting much lower FPS. I mean, with the style of game that this is, it's really just harder to see the enemies. So with that being the case, the best way to really help yourself here is to just have the resolution higher because it's going to make the enemies at least a little clearer to see. At 720p, things do become quite blurry that if you're fighting anybody from far away, it's going to be kind of a pain, especially on like the screen of this laptop. It got very difficult to start to try to see the enemy, but I never play this game, so that could just be my inexperience in it. I just definitely found it more difficult to try to play the game at 720p than at 1080p, even though we were getting better performance here. So I would recommend to just stick to the 1080p. The performance isn't so bad that I would say that it's unplayable. It's just you are going to be suffering a little bit at 1080p, but it's just going to make it easier to see the enemy. But who knows, maybe I'm just a boomer. Either way, I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, be sure to subscribe and I will see you guys next time.